Today we are going to talk about the truth of being broke, and this is very important, and I want you to note this down. If it's possible, grab a pen and a paper and you write something down, because this is not just another YouTube video that you are going to watch. So let's dive in. When you're broke, the first thing you have to identify what you have, what you don't have, and what you want. We are going to have 3 columns. What you have, don't have, then what you want. Those are the 3 columns that we have right now. We are here, we want to cross over to this side. So the first thing, you have to identify your position, what you have, because what you have, it is either going to give you an advantage or it is going to put you at a disadvantage. If you don't know what you have, then it is very hard for you to get what you want. You have to identify what you have and how to use it in order to get what you want. Now, what do you have here? In most cases, you have less money. Then you have also time. Then you can have maybe a talent. Then some sort of a skill. So in most cases here, you don't have connections, yes, and great relationships. So what you want? More money. Then also you want more time for yourself and more other things that come along with having more money, greater connections, greater relationships. This. So guys, I want you to imagine you are in this position right now. So imagine you want to build a house or you want to construct something, but what you have less building materials, you have less water, you have less cement, you have less bricks, you have less workers. So what do you do? I want you to think about this, because this is important. You have to maximize everything that you have. You don't waste even a single drop of water. Imagine you are in a desert and you only have 1 cup of water. How will you use it? Will you just even spit a drop of saliva? You can't, because you know where you are standing that you won't get it after you wasting it. So the same case, when you are constructing something, maybe you are building a house and you have less building materials, you don't waste any single thing, like even a drop of water or even cement. So the same case comes to this. Here you are broke. You are at a greater disadvantage. This, because when you have less money, this time, talent, skill, you are at a greater disadvantage. So what do? You have to put maximum use of everything that you have here. Every single coin, every single penny that you get must be used maximally. Every single time that you have, you must use it maximally. Where are you putting your time? If your time is not going into something that is going to produce more money, more skills, more knowledge that is going to give you an advantage, then you are wasting it. You have to account for your time. Where are you putting it? And where you are putting it, what is it going to produce? When you identify that, then just so that it will be just a matter of time to go to the other side. You have a talent, you have to put this to maximum use. No wastage. Don't be just like mindless morons who don't know how to benefit from what they do have. You have a skill, you have to put maximum use of it. This skill, it must get you to connections. Talent, it has to produce connections. Your time, it has to produce connections. Because let me tell you the truth, it is very hard for you to get what you want when you don't know what you want. It is almost impossible. Now, let's take this example. A child in school who is not either bright and is not talented in anything, that child in school is at a very great disadvantage, and no one cares about him. He does not get attention, he does not get respect. So it is upon to that child to cultivate something that is going to put him at a better position, where he's going to get attention and power. Because ultimately, these people, the brighter kids and the talented kids, that ultimately getting attention for free. Brighter kids, it is impossible for someone in school to do not know the brighter kids. A kid who is always number one gets attention from both fellow students and from the staff in the whole school, and likewise it goes to those who are talented. So this average student has to identify, must either cultivate a skill that is going to put him in a better position, because ultimately these people, they do not care about you. This side, the rich, they don't give a damn about what you do. So it is up to you. So how do you maximize this? So when you have a skill, you have to identify what can that skill do. Yes, you have to identify how can you put maximum use of that skill. Because for you to get more money, one thing that you have to keep in mind is speed. Because what is going to take you this side, it is exchange. It is exchange, and this is super important, because you are not going to just jump from this side to this side. No, there has to be exchange. So the rate at which you are exchanging matters. So we have two ways. If you want to have more of this, you are either going to, the exchange rate has to be high. Maybe you are offering a product. You are offering a product or a service. If you are selling a product to these people who are this side, who have more money, the exchange rate has to be high. The rate at which you are selling, in order for it to accumulate, to cross over. So speed is very important. The time that you have here, you have to use it at a high rate, because you are at a disadvantage. Speed matters. There are two ways. You either exchange at a high rate, or you get just one exchange but of a greater magnitude. They say yes. You do like Mayweather had only one fight and was being paid over over $1 billion USA dollar. I don't know the exact figure, but the exchange was high. So you have to identify if what you are offering here, maybe a skill or a talent, is not giving you greater returns, then the rate at which you are exchanging has to be high in order for you to cross over to this side, because crossing over to the other side, it is not going to be just by accident, by sitting down and hoping that maybe one day, if you are not maximizing this, you are not never going to get there. Things are not just going to happen miraculously. No, you have to sit down, you cultivate something that is going to put you at an advantage. If you don't do that, then trust me, the miracle that you are hoping for, it might not come to pass unless you sit down, you strategize, and the rate of strategizing has to be also at a high speed, because you are at a disadvantage. Anything that you have to put it to maximum use. So there's something that you must not have. This side, you have to let go of ego. If your ego is not producing you money, is not giving you more of that, then your ego, you have to cut it off. What is the ego going to help you? You want to show off, you are broke. Showing off what? They call you for work, you take long to respond.